Welcome to Thursdays with RamDev. How can I deal with a broken heart? How can I use a broken heart? The Hasids say there's nothing more whole than a broken heart. The heart breaks open. In that brokenness, God can enter in. But in the middle of that process, in the middle of feeling broken, it's often very difficult to accept the brokenness and use the gift of the brokenness itself. Just today, I talked to one woman who has cancer all through her body. She's quite young. She's got a relatively young child. I corresponded with somebody else in Europe whose father died today. Both of these people had broken hearts. I've talked to somebody whose long relationship just ended. And when a difficult emotion arises, there are three ways that we can deal with the emotions that are sure to come up. One is to push it away. I don't want to feel this. Let me look at Netflix. Let me get busy. Let me do something else. Let me drink. Let me get in another bad relationship. Let me do anything except feeling what's going on right now. Let me shove the feeling down inside. And some part of us knows that that's not too skillful, that it's going to come out later in a way that's not too useful, not too easy to process, probably even. Another way of dealing with an emotion is to get lost in it and become identified with it. Oh my God, this is so scary. This is so painful. This is so sad. I feel so broken, getting lost in it. Like, for instance, in English, we say, I am afraid. In Spanish, we say, yo tengo miedo. I have fear. In Tibetan, we say, fear is here. So just in the way we think about or talk about having a broken heart or any difficult emotion, it's so much easier in English to get really identified, with the weather that's happening in the vast sky of the heart mind than realizing that we are the sky itself. So there is a third possibility beyond pushing away and grasping. And the third possibility is to have an embodied awareness without all the story, without the narrative. Usually when the heart is broken, we get lost in the story. My heart is broken because this happened, because my father died, because I'm dying, because my relationship ended, rather than what does it actually feel like to have a broken heart? What does it feel like in your chest? What does it feel like in your belly? What does it feel like in your face? Can I really feel this, letting go of the story, at least some of the time? I'm certainly not asking you to do this all day long. I can't do this all day long when my heart breaks. But for periods of time, get used to being with the brokenness. It's a great gift in a way. It's the place where God can enter in. So that the first step is letting go of the story, feeling the brokenness. And then after that, can we have compassion for the part of ourself that has been lost in the brokenness, that has been lost in the sadness, lost in the anger, lost in the confusion. Really, what we're talking about here is constant grief work. Being present in the body, in the heart, in the mind for feelings that we have been so conditioned to try to get away from, to push away, to do anything but feel something that's painful. And that is the paradox of spiritual practice, that healing happens not by doing the conditioned thing, the almost automatic thing of trying to get away from suffering, but by being willing to move into the suffering itself, letting your heart be broken, and in this brokenness, then accepting the grace that can flow in. Let's accept that grace.